And welcome back. For today's development report, Katie Fisher brings us an exclusive look at how one factory here in Beijing is hoping to change the way that crops are planted.
At some point in life, every child learns that a plant comes from a seed planted in the soil, and with a little water and sunlight, it will grow. Qingpeng Plant Factory is resisting that reality. In this unassuming building on the edge of Beijing, technicians cultivate seeds through a tissue culture process. They're planted into a nutrient-dense liquid in place of soil, and sun is replaced with LED lights. As they grow, the temperature and moisture of the plants are supervised by a computer-controlled system that, in the future, will allow growers to manage the crops remotely. With a population of 1.3 billion people, and growing, China has 20% of the world's population, but less than 9% of its arable land. It has recently been successful at feeding this population, but as it imports the majority of its soybeans and buys land offshore for farming, the country is beginning to look ahead at its agricultural future. But is this it? Spring Ju, assistant general manager of Qingpeng, says yes, but for now it's only a piece of the puzzle.
This kind of producing way will be more popular, but for the normal, traditional producing way, we cannot say it will disappear, because for the normal farmers, we cannot very quickly use this kind of new technologies. We take time. We take some years.
Qingpeng, a majority state-owned company that makes greenhouses, opened the plant factory with funding from the Beijing Municipal Science and Technology Commission in 2010 as a research area to explore the future of farming and as a demonstration hub for their products. This is just one company involved in China's push for agricultural innovation. In the first policy document of 2012, the Chinese government focused on improving agricultural technology and research to increase land yield, improve labor productivity, and manage its use of resources. It comes as the country deals with a rural population migrating to the cities to find work, leaving farmland without the necessary labor and outdated machinery. Li Guoxiang, a researcher with the Rural Development Institute with the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, says he wouldn't go as far as calling a plant factory the future of farming in China, but he would encourage some advancement in agricultural mechanization to make up for the labor shortages in the fields. But he says there's still a long way to go.
According to our statistics, only 20% of technological achievements in China can be applied in agricultural practice. Most research spends a lot of money but can't be replicated in practice. The essential question is the problem of commercialization. In other words, technology isn't connected to commerce.
You can't put a price tag on these sprigs of lettuce. Researchers are testing its viability in the market, but the produce remains completely out of reach of customers. It's currently so expensive that it's incalculable. Li says this is a problem across the board. He says the solution is to shift the country's research funding from its traditional source, the government, to business.
We should introduce the market to take advantage of what enterprises exist for, evaluating achievement by testing the value of a product in practice.
Qingpeng is 87% owned by the government, but it is making strides to get outside funding. They currently have a partnership with Philips to test the viability of their LED light bulbs. And they have landed an investor who will put $15 million into the company over the next 2 years to streamline its supply chain and increase technology research. But until it can make these greens more affordable, you can still expect your salad to be grown from the soil.
While China's agricultural technology is improving, many analysts say it's not keeping up with the pace of economic growth. And adding to the situation is inflation. Food prices were a major contributing factor to China's soaring inflation last year, which hit 6.5% last July. The country says that in order to bring food prices back down, it must boost agricultural output and stabilize grain production.